Welcome back to another episode of Watch Therapy. Today we have the Seiko SRPB77 cocktail time. Let's take a moment just to connect with this beautiful, beautiful watch. I'll take this out so you can get a better view. Look at that dial, hence the name Cocktail Time. I think also my eyes are quickly drawn. I hope it's coming out to that blue seconds hand. Well, it's really blue all the hands, but the seconds hand is pretty thin, but it's right there. This has a 40.5 millimeter dial, a thickness of 11.8 millimeters, and a lug to lug of 47.5. This watch is for sale at Tock Time Shop here in Colorado Springs, Colorado. If you have any questions or want to learn more about it, you can certainly ask me. But if you're interested in potentially purchasing this watch, get a hold of Jonathan. I'll put a link and phone number in the description. This watch is on sale, or is for sale, for $450. Now, I want to tell you what, I think $450 is just like the edge of going from just a whatever kind of watch, entry level, maybe an entry level Nixon. No offense to Nixon, but you know what I'm talking about. Something less than $450. And this, I think, is really going up to the next level without breaking the bank. You're nowhere near that $1,000 mark. I think $450, you are getting a lot here. Starting with a really nice domed, boxed rather, sapphire hardlex crystal, has 50 meters of water resistance. And what is effectively a dress or semi-dress watch. It's incredible. It also comes, it's an automatic, as you can see, but it comes with 23 jewels, has an incredible bracelet. Look at this. I love that bracelet. I think that is just right up there with one of the kind of cool factors that you can have there. And it's got a single twin deployant, but it's a double fold over for extra security. It's got an exhibition case back. You can see that there. 23 jewels. Really nice movement. Has a 41-hour power reserve. And I think it just looks spectacular on wrist. And I'll do that in a minute, not to mention signed crown. Now that I have a SBBN 015, has this old sort of style signed crown, and I love that they're bringing it back in a modern watch, or a watch that is recent. So I'll put that on my wrist. My wrist is 18 centimeters circumference. That's about 7.1 inches. And you can see it comes nowhere near the edge of my wrist. But with that 47.5 lug to lug, it fits nicely without being large and gaudy. So you can kind of see down the barrel over the top, which does sometimes exaggerate it. And then kind of do a little wrist roll there. Look how it catches that light. I mean, just spectacular. I think it is such a stunning dial, that cocktail dial. I think that texture, Grand Seiko certainly has textured dials and things of that nature. But I think this is right up there. Seiko, at $450 is really bringing a lot to the table. The comfort on the wrist is extremely comfortable. As you can see with these links that are effectively like quarter or half size links, look how it just wraps around, right? And with that clasp, the way it deploys, it's not going to pinch your skin, right? Like a single might. It's got a nice double deployment there. And if I could just get that, there we go. I think it is extremely comfortable. Build quality, very high. It's got a very strong movement, that 23 jewels. The accuracy I've got. So when I do accuracy, I don't just kind of look it up on the internet. Anybody can do that. But what happens if you actually wear it a little? What happens if you leave it at your nightstand at a different position, or two, or three, or you're wearing it and it's hanging down? What if it's a cooler temperature, then it's warmer out? That's what I did, and I have at 4.2 seconds, plus 4.2 seconds per 24 hours, which I think is exceptional. Again, we're talking about a watch that is not inexpensive, but I wouldn't call it overly expensive. And I think that that's just one more positive about the watch. I think it's extremely versatile. I think anything but the most dressiest of dress situations, or the most outdoorsy, sporty situations, if you will, where it could get banged around. You don't want to bang up such a beautiful watch. And, I think that, you could probably, it's thin enough. It's got 11.8 millimeters. It can go under any jacket cuff or shirt cuff. No problem. And again, the bracelet is just silky, silky smooth. So please, I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel. And again, if you'd like to know more about this watch, you can ask me in the comments, or I can direct you through a link and information in the description to this SRPB77 Cocktail Time by Seiko with those beautiful blue dials there. You can see it there a little better. We're going to go ahead and give it a score. We're going to evaluate it in a few different metrics, and I'll give you my final thoughts. So we'll give it a watch therapy score. So, looking at the SRPB77 by Seiko, I think the overall appearance or wrist presence, it's a 9 out of 10. I mean, it is a striking looking watch, and if the dial doesn't grab your eyes, the bracelet will bring you closer to that dial. Just some great brushing and polished surfaces, some polished intermediary links. It's just stunning. The dial, as I just mentioned, is that beautiful cocktail style, along with those gorgeous blue fired hands. That's a 9 out of 10. Comfort on wrist, it's a solid 8 out of 10. I think if it had been sized for me appropriately, and I'd get even a better sense. But initial thoughts in the short time I've worn it, it's extremely comfortable. Again, really made of half links, so it really conforms to your wrist very well. Cool factor is an 8 out of 10. Love the dial, love those blue hands. Features, again, it's got a date complication. It's got 23 jewels. It's got a beautiful display case back. That's an 8 out of 10. Accuracy at 4.1 seconds in a 24-hour period. That's excellent. Again, for the price point and the level of movement, I think that's excellent. Build quality is a 9 out of 10. I can't see any corners cut. In fact, with that boxed Hardlex crystal display case back, it's just solidly made and no corners are cut, and it's beautiful. Versatility, it's a 7 out of 10. I think that you can wear it in casual dress situations, dressier situations. I also think that you could pretty much daily wear that. I think it's a nice looking watch, so it depends on what you do with your day. But I think that's quite possible. The movement, again, it's 23 joules automatic. 41-hour power reserve, that's an 8 out of 10. And the strap or the bracelet really in the clasp were just spot on. I love that twin deployment. I love both sides being able to be tucked right in, and you don't have the clasp sort of sticking out or poking you, or when you put your hand on a table or something, it's not sort of raising your wrist up. It's all perfectly flush. That brings our total to 83 out of 100, which is an excellent overall score for the Seiko SRPB77 Cocktail. And this is Josh at My Watch Therapy. I invite you to like and subscribe. And for more information about how you can purchase this watch or to ask further questions from the TikTok Time Shock, please see Jonathan. The info is in the description below. Thank you and have a great day.